This presentation discusses animal treatment in food production. Here's the list of individual task assignments. This image highlights the disparity in animal farming conditions, showing that most animals are raised on low welfare factory farms. Some of our popular press articles include those from the Animal Welfare Institute, which informs readers that the vast majority of farmed animals in the United States undergo at least one painful physical alteration during the course of their life. This is in order to avoid unsanitary conditions and crowding, which is inhumane. Another article references the USDA and says that it has updated its guidelines to require stronger documentation and encourage third-party certification for animal raising and environment-related claims on meat and poultry labels. The New York Times article highlights the cruel conditions in the U.S. poultry industry, where both chickens and farmers suffer, and encourages people to become more aware and push for change to improve life for both animals and workers. The Animal Welfare Institute also claims that pain relief is rarely ever provided in commercial factory farms, where thousands of animals can be in a single location confined in such tight quarters they can barely move around or behave normally. In industrial farming, one of the worst crimes in history, suggests that factory farming causes immense suffering to the animals and has a negative impact on the environment. Some of our scientific press articles include those from the Journal of Animal Science, explaining that animal welfare in the United States cattle slaughter industry, detailing conditions in feedlots, challenges during transportation, and human slaughter practices while reviewing scientific research, industry standards, and tools aimed at improving cattle treatment throughout the process. Another article, The Environmental Effect of Cruelty to Agricultural Animals, argues that animal abuse laws should apply to the agricultural industry to prevent harmful overproduction and animal mistreatment in factory farms. The End of Factory Farming discusses the ethical and bioethical issues surrounding factory farming and argues that more sustainable and humane practices should be put into place instead of industrial animal agriculture. In an article by ResearchGate, the author explains that in some regions, our agricultural policies may not adequately address farm animal welfare concerns due to a lack of consistent standards and enforcement mechanisms. Overcoming these challenges requires collaboration among various stakeholders, such as the government, farmers, and consumers. The National Library of Medicine discusses the considerations of animal welfare are put into the farmer's role and how they can improve or hurt the welfare of the animals. In conclusion, the articles call for urgent reform when it comes to farming and factory practices, stronger enforcement of animal welfare standards, and a shift towards more sustainable and more moral agricultural systems. Achieving meaningful change will require collaboration among policymakers, industry leaders, farmers, and consumers. And here are our citations.